Okay, so I just finished up my exercise routine, which is nothing impressive, to be clear. I do an hour plus change of exercise. I watch some YouTube videos on my screen up there, and I walk on that thing, and I alternate between like a brisk walk and a light jog back and forth, depending on how much my body can handle. And then I sit on here and I stand up and I do some lifting with this fucking thing over my, like a few exercises I found in like a beginner's fitness guide thing on the fucking internet somewhere. And I've been doing this for months now. 3 months, 4 months, some number of months, I don't actually know. And I must rather annoyingly concede that yes, it does make me feel better. I have also been losing some weight, which is neat, not really the point of why I'm doing it, but yeah, I do actually feel better doing this. It does actually help me a little bit, but I'm not going to concede entirely because people all of my fucking life have lied to me about fucking exercise. They've lied to me. To my face, they've lied to me. Because my whole life, I've been hearing from doctors, from like fitness influencers, from like sports people, from fucking government agencies, from people around me. Because I'm a fat guy, right? So I get the comment, oh, you should exercise more. And to try and sell me on the idea of exercise, people have repeated this bullshit. It's like, oh, exercise, yeah, you know, it's going to suck a little bit at the beginning, but then you're going to feel great. Like, you're going to feel energized. You're going to feel happier. And it's going to feel so good, and you're going to look forward to it in the morning. It's going to be the best part of your day, and it's going to, like, and that's bullshit. Fuck you. I've been doing this for months now. Fuck you. You fucking liars. All of my life, you assholes have been lying to me, because I have been doing this for months. I'm not doing intense exercise, right? Like, I'm not pushing myself, like, to the very limit of pain, or whatever. I'm not going that hard. But also, it's not... This isn't fun. This isn't a good fucking time. I'm not enjoying myself. I don't get up in the morning going, oh man, I can't wait to get my morning exercise in because I'm going to feel so energized and happy later. I wake up in the morning and go, I have to exercise. Okay. All right, I have to do it. Fine, I'm going to do it. Fine. Like, that's what it's like in the morning is, I guess, lie in bed and I'm just like, it's not right now. I just don't think. I work myself up to it. Then I go and do it. And then I'm done with it. And I go and have a fucking shower so I don't feel gross, just fucking covered in sweat anymore. And then I don't think about it for the rest of the day. I do not enjoy exercise. This is not a good time. This isn't fun. And I am never going to do this for pleasure. Ever. Mark my fucking words. Not gonna happen. And I wish that people would have just been honest with me about that, right? Because I know that there are the genetic freaks out there, like the mutants, like the people with the weird brain dysfunction that cause them to actually have a good time doing this shit, that like, whatever, like releases happy chemicals into their heads when they are out of breath and panting on a fucking treadmill or whatever. Like the people who have the whatever brain goblin, whatever demonic possession allows them to enjoy this stuff, they're there, they're real, it's a real kind of person, it exists. Like for a lot of people, that's a wonderful part of their life that helps them stay motivated, helps them stay happy, and like, good on ya. Peace be with you. I am not one of you. You weirdos. I am not one of you. This isn't fun, this isn't pleasurable. And the thing is, the people who are most enthusiastic about getting you into exercise it's all those people, right? Like, they're the ones who are trying to get you into it by telling you how wonderful it's gonna be, and if you're not one of them, what's gonna happen is what's happened to me my entire fucking life. My entire fucking life, because I have tried... I'm a fat guy. I've been fat my whole life. I've never really been particularly happy about it, because you're not allowed to be. So of course I've tried exercise. I've tried dieting, I've tried everything. I have tried so many different exercise regimens. I have tried so many different fucking diets of various kinds, like high carb, low fat, like fucking the Atkins diet, fucking whatever. I've tried every single fucking thing, and I've never been able to get any of it to stick. And a big part of the reason why I could never get exercise to stick is because I kept expecting it to at some point become fun. To at some point become something I wanted to do, not just because it has health benefits, but like as an activity in and of itself, and that has never happened to me. Multiple times in my life, I've been able to build up exercise routines that have like lasted like well over a month, like 2 months, like been going really well, but I've never, ever hit the point where I looked forward to doing it, ever. It has never become a part of my day. And that was so fucking demotivating. For all my life, I thought I was doing it wrong. I thought I'm getting something wrong about exercise. I'm not applying myself. I'm not putting enough into it. Maybe I should try and go harder until I get that fucking runner's high that everyone's going on about. And no, I don't get the runner's high. It does not fucking exist for me. Maybe for some of you people, not for me. I do not get the fucking runner's high, and there's no amount of pushing myself that will bring me to it. But I've been exercising for some months now. Pretty almost every single goddamn day. I've missed a few because of whatever reason, but almost every single goddamn day. And I have to admit, I do feel better. It has helped in some regards, right? Like, I can carry heavier grocery bags home from the supermarket. I can get them up the stairs, and it's like I don't feel like my arm's gonna fall off, or I don't feel as exhausted, or like I can push myself in some way. Like this fucking treadmill, right? Like when I bought this thing, it arrived in like the basement of my building, and the guys who delivered it were not being paid to carry it up no goddamn flights of stairs, right? So I was kind of on my own for that one. Thankfully, my neighbor fucking helped me, otherwise it would still be fucking down there. But getting this thing up the stairs nearly fucking took me out, right? Because it's like 100 kilos of very awkwardly shaped garbage in like a fucking slippery ass cardboard box that had to be trundled up like 3 flights of stairs. Nearly fucking killed me, right? I was sore, I was exhausted for days. I felt the after effects of doing that, of pushing myself that hard, right? And one of the benefits of exercise, it's not that I have that much more stamina, right? It's not that I'm that much stronger or able to like carry more things or like whatever. But when I push myself, like when I go hard, when I like push myself, when I need to do like, oh shit, I'm late for something, I have to run to catch the train or fucking whatever. When I do that, now I can do that. It sucks. I'm exhausted. I'm panting. I'm sweating. It's miserable. But then I recover. And that didn't really used to happen. It used to be I was in such poor shape that when I pushed myself, I felt that for hours. Like if I pushed myself and I had to run and I had to like really push my lungs, I'd be like that burning lungs that felt dry for like hours. I'd be like, fucking hell. Like ages it would take me to recover. My heart would be going, my legs would get sore, right? It would take me ages to recover from pushing myself. And the biggest benefit I've had out of this fucking thing and that fucking thing over the past few months is that now, when I push myself, I recover quickly. Like I feel much more like a Dark Souls character who has exhausted their stamina meter, where it's like, yeah, push myself too hard, I have to go slow for a bit, but then 20 minutes, 30 minutes later, I'm fine. I am recovered, right? I don't feel like I have broken some fundamental part of my body, just like trying to push myself a little bit. And if someone had fucking told me that, right? Instead of going on about fucking gains or whatever, or like getting washboard abs or some other fucking bullshit, or losing weight. Jesus Christ, the focus on losing weight. Fuck you. Fuck off. Fuck off with. I don't give a shit about losing weight. I do not fucking care. I'm a fat guy. I have made my peace with it. In fact, it turns out a belly that sounds like that when you slap it, that's something that a lot of people are kind of into. Some people are a lot into it. That's actually kind of nice. I like my body, fat and all. I am perfectly content with this thing. If I'm losing a bunch of weight now because I'm exercising and I've changed my diet a bunch after getting on ADHD medication, and I'm fine with that too. Like I'm probably gonna be somewhat skinnier. I don't think I'm ever gonna be a skinny man, but I'm probably gonna be somewhat skinnier. I'm gonna fit into some of my shirts that I had sort of fattened myself out of. That's gonna be neat. But I don't care. I don't give a shit about losing weight. I could not give less of a motherfuck about what the number says on the scale. I don't care. It does not motivate me. Like, oh, you're gonna lose weight, you're gonna look great. I don't give a shit. I work on the internet. I have a cartoon avatar. Who's ever gonna see it? I do not give a fuck. But I do give a fuck about, oh, I can push myself and recover faster. That's a buff that I need in my life. That's a benefit. That's an advantage. That's something I would have wished to know about. That, like, if I do this shit an hour a day, and it sucks, right? I don't enjoy it at all doing this. My feet start hurting, my legs start hurting, I'm exhausted, I'm covered in sweat. I don't enjoy it, I'm not having a good time, but the reward of you get to recover faster when you do anything else, all of the normal stuff that you do in life. Like, I can do the gardening stuff and not feel so fucking wiped out after it. I can do a bunch of cleaning around the house and like, oh fuck, that was kind of rough, and then be fine. That's a buff that I need. That's a benefit that I can use in my actual daily fucking life. If people have told me about that, like, that would have been enticing to me. I would have gone, oh shit, that's actually pretty good. Because like, I'd like to be able to go around the house, do a full round of cleaning, and then not feel like shit afterwards. That would be good. And now I can do that. That's wonderful. That motivates me to get on this fucking thing, right? That I can recover faster, that I can go a little bit faster on my bike when I'm going to go grocery shopping, that like I can drag, like, we have a little wagon that we sometimes use to like carry home heavy shit from the supermarket, like, and I can get that thing up the ramps and like up to the apartments, shit like that, without feeling completely wiped out by it. That would have motivated me way more than any bullshit about washboard abs or getting a beach body or fucking whatever. That would have been so much better. If people would have just been honest with me about exercise, that it's like, no, yeah, this is gonna suck. It's always gonna suck. You're never gonna like it. But you know what? The more you do it, the faster you're gonna be able to recover from it and forget about it, right? Because now, after several months, I can do my exercise, about an hour and change, with the lifting and the all of the things. I can exhaust myself, and then I recover, and then I can forget about it. Then I can stop affecting my day, right? At the start of it, I used to get so fucking tired and have to lay down for like 2 hours to sort of recover, just to feel a little bit normal, and then like, oh my god, I have to do this tomorrow. Like, it used to take up, like, I'd do my exercise and it'd feel like 6 hours of my day were just gone, because that was just going to be spent feeling kind of vaguely shitty about having pushed my body too hard. And I probably was going too hard for what my body could actually handle back then. Like, but now it's like, I do my exercise, I'm fine, and then I don't have to think about this thing again until tomorrow when I have to do my exercises, right? It becomes a smaller and smaller part of my day mentally as well as physically. That's something. If someone had told me that, right, like, that you're going to do it and it's going to suck, but every single day it's going to suck a little bit less, and you're going to think about it a little bit less, and it's going to matter to you a little bit less, and you're going to get it done, and you're going to get it out of the way like a fucking chore that you don't want to have to deal with, but you don't have to think about it anymore, right? Right? It's a chore that I can do every day that gets me some benefits, in the same way that like cleaning is a chore or laundry is a chore, but it's a chore that gets you the benefit of clean clothes, right? This is a chore I have to do that gets me the benefit of like faster recovery speeds and lower blood pressure, which is kind of important because of my ADHD medication. And then I can not give a shit about it anymore, right? Because the expectation was always from the fucking fitness people that once you get into fitness, oh, you're going to be a fitness person too. That was always the expectation, right? Like, that you're going to get into it, and then you're going to be into it. Oh yeah, then you're going to want to get the nice running shoes, and then you're going to go to the gym, and then you're going to train for a half marathon, and then you're going to start lifting weights, and then you're going to want to, like, no, I don't want to do any of those things. Fuck you. Leave me alone. I want to do this, and then I want to not give a shit about it as fast as possible. I want to forget that I did it as fast as possible. I want it to stop mattering to me as fast as humanly possible. And one of the benefits of exercising is that it stops mattering faster and faster every time. It becomes more and more mindless. I can be more and more just put some headphones on, listen to some podcasts, watch some YouTube videos. I've even been fucking gaming on my Switch, right? While I've been walking here, like, with the little things in the hands, like, I've been playing Picross. It's been wonderful. And I don't have to care, I don't have to think about it, I don't have to worry about it, I don't have to care that I'm exercising. It doesn't have to matter to me. I'm just, oh yeah, I just happen to be walking and lightly jogging. That has been a benefit. That has been nice. I like that. I like that this matters to me less and less the more I do it. That is a good benefit. If only someone had fucking said that to me. Like, if I hadn't been walking around my whole life with this expectation that, you're going to get on the treadmill and you're going to do it and you're going to get into it and you're going to be fun, you're going to be a fitness person. No. If they had just said, you're not going to be a fitness person, you're never going to be a fitness person, fitness isn't really your thing, it's going to be something that you do in the same way that you take a shower. Right? In the same way that you cut your toenails. In the same way that you do the dishes. It's going to be a thing that you do because it's good for you, and you don't want to... But like, no one expects you to do the dishes and then get really into dishwashing, right? But they do with exercise, and I just wish someone would have been fucking honest with me. I should also say, ADHD... One of the things ADHD does to the brain is it dysregulates your dopamine, serotonin, it dysregulates how your brain absorbs certain hormones and releases them. that dominate your motivation and your feeling of reward for doing certain activities. Exercise, by its very nature, is monotonous. It's repeating the same thing over and over again for a long period of time, with very little variation, and that can be death to the ADHD brain, right? Like that can be we call in Danish the sausage of death, right? I don't know why it's called that, dødens pølse. Just like tedious, boring, just like, oh my god, no one fucking wants to have to deal with this shit. It can be that way, and the ADHD brain doesn't like it, and that's probably a big part of the reason why I have never had an easy time getting into exercise in my life, right? Why I've tried over and over again, and probably also why, whenever I started like a new exercise, this is the new exercise regimen from the blah blah, scientifically proven to be the best blah blah, like that would be kind of exciting, like, oh, it's a new system of things, and like I have to learn a bunch of new things. That would be kind of exciting at first, and I'd be able to do it for like maybe a couple of months, but then it would get boring. Because it would be unstimulating, because this is just the same thing I did yesterday over again, where it become tedious and kind of fucking unmanageable, and my brain would just simply not be able to manage to spit out the chemicals necessary to motivate me to do it. ADHD affects that, right? So part of the reason why I have never taken pleasure in exercise, and I still don't, is my ADHD. It can quite literally preclude you from being capable of enjoying exercise the way that the exercise freaks do, right? It's probably a big part of it. But again, if people would have just been honest, that just told me, for some people this is never going to be fun. This is never going to be an enjoyable experience. This is never going to be a good time. If I just known that was normal, because I walked around for so long feeling like, I'm doing exercise wrong somehow. I am bad at doing fitness because I don't enjoy it, because I cannot find the fun, because I cannot find the joy in it. With all these fucking fitness freaks talking, oh, it's meditative, like you're going to feel so peaceful inside. No, I'm not. I have ADHD. I never feel peaceful inside, ever. Peace inside of me is a thing that does not happen unless I am on some powerful drugs. And if someone would have just fucking told me that, like, that's what the ball game was going to be, right? It would have been so much easier to motivate myself to do this shit, because I wouldn't be stuck with this horrible feeling that I was somehow doing it incorrectly. Exercise sucks. I hate it. I don't enjoy it. I don't want to do it. If I could just not do it ever again for the rest of my life, if I could take a pill that just like got my blood pressure under control and gave me all the benefits of exercise, cool. Never going on this fucking thing ever again. Absolutely not. But I'm fine with it as a chore. As a chore that becomes less and less tedious each time I do it, I'm fine with it. I do my laundry. I clean my house. Well, maybe not as much as I should. Looking around, it's been kind of messy in here the past few days. Like, I do my fucking chores. That's a thing I can make myself do. Because, like, there's a clear benefit to it, and I know it's gonna suck, so I know what mental resources need to be allocated for it. Just stop lying about exercise. Just stop lying to people about the magic. Stop lying to people about, oh, so many benefits, it's gonna make you feel so good. Fuck off. No, it's not. It's good for you. You should do it if you can. But it's not fucking magic. It's a chore.